Benita from Knitting in the Mitten, except I'm not in the Mitten today. I'm in central Kansas visiting family. As you may be able to tell, it is very windy today, which is pretty common in Kansas. And came for my niece's graduation. Cheyenne graduated yesterday. It was a beautiful, on Sunday. It was a beautiful day on Sunday. Yesterday, not so beautiful. Lots of rain. And I'm spending this week acting as chauffeur for Ember, my younger niece. And then we will go to her dance recitals on the weekend and head home. So I can go back to work because I do have a job and I should go back to it. So just thought I'd give you a taste of what Kansas has to offer.
Cheyenne Dobbin Sooner.
While usually I'm talking about what's happening in Michigan, so the Kansans will know. Since I'm here, I thought I'd talk about what happens in Kansas, so the Michiganders will know, because Kansas really isn't generally a vacation destination. So most of you have probably never been to Kansas, and you may never go to Kansas, but it's a beautiful place in its own way. So I thought I'd show you some of the sights here in central Kansas. When I was trying to figure out what to show you in Newton, I knew I wanted to show you the cloud sculpture. This was not here when I was in school. Not sure when it was built. I think maybe after I left. But it shows the beautiful blue Kansas sky. Right now we're actually in North Newton, which is its own city or town, I don't know, but it's separate from Newton, and this is where Bethel College is located. The other day I took some video on campus, so I will follow this intro with that video. This is also the campus where my niece has her dance classes, and she's gone with her dance friends most of today, so I have time to take a tour of Newton. A fountain that's not on right now, but it's supposed to resemble some wheat because we are in Kansas. There's the dining hall, and back there is Mem Hall where we had dances, and over here is the library where of course I spent lots of time studying, and the administration building, which when the school was built, it was the only thing standing on the prairie in this area, was that administration building. There's the science hall, and that's Howry Hall where I spent the first 2 years of college. That's the dorm. And over here is the Fine Arts Center. This is the Fine Arts Center where the dance recital will be on the weekend. And when I was in college here, my friends and I climbed up there one night and planted a flag, the name of our hall, on it. And by morning, the maintenance crew had taken it down. The mascot of Bethel is the threshers, and this is the threshing stone that separates the wheat from the chaff. So only the best remain, I guess. I'm explaining that right? Newton is a big train town. The railroad comes right through here. If you want to, you could take a train from Chicago to Newton, Kansas, and get here at about 3 in the morning. So I have done that both ways many times. And as a college student, I had to ride coach, but now only a sleeper car for me. There are lots of big grain elevators in Newton, Kansas. After I graduated from college, I lived in a gorgeous old 5-bedroom home right next to Shalom Mennonite Church. And I think we lived there maybe a little over a year before they kicked us out to build this addition. At least that's the reason they gave to us. Lots of great memories from that house, and love to all of you that I shared it with, although most of you probably aren't Facebookers, so you may never see this video. But great times at the Shalom House. You believe this is where we moved after Shalom House. I think it was a different color. It's on Southeast 12th and Newton. And I remember I dug up a bunch of what I thought were weeds and later learned they were probably tulips or irises or something, but I didn't know much back then. After the second version of Shalom House, I went to grad school in Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin in Madison. And when I came back, I rented a little tiny A-frame house. There it is. It had a carport, not that covered part in front, and a loft to sleep in. It was very tiny, and it had a little apartment-sized fridge and a little apartment-sized stove, and it was just right for one person who didn't have much money at the time. This is the house I lived in when I did foster care. I bought this house. It was my first house I bought, and it was a lovely little house. Right, for those of you who have never been to Newton, Kansas, it's usually 10 to 15 degrees warmer here than Lawrence, Michigan, and they have a whole lot more sunny days than we do. But while I've been here, we've had a whole lot of rain, which is ironic. But finally today, this afternoon, we've got some sunny skies. A little bit ago, we had a sunny sky with rain, so I decided to go on a little walk along this beautiful Riverside Trail, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't rain again while I'm getting some fresh air. So it's a beautiful day here in central Kansas, and I'm going to go soak up some sun. Well, looks like I'm not walking through there. This is actually Sand Creek, and with all the rain, my path is flooded. So maybe we'll walk back the other way and see how far that takes us.